Good evening, guys. Welcome to another video. Today, our topic is abstract class in Java. First of all, what is an abstract class? A class which contains at least one abstract method and preceding with a keyword abstract. Then the class is called abstract class. I'm repeating again. A class which contains at least one abstract method and preceding with a keyword abstract. Then the class is called abstract class. So now we will get one doubt. What is an abstract method? So an abstract method is nothing but a method without a body and preceding with a keyword abstract. Then the method is called abstract method. So if you see here a method without a body and preceding with the keyword abstract, or simply abstract method means an unimplemented method. So what is an unimplemented method? A method without body. What these all things? Let me show. If you observe here, this is the syntax of an abstract method. So if you observe here, a method which does not contain any body. So here any body is there? No. This method does not contain any body and proceeding with a keyword abstract. So this is an simply an abstract method. No, or simple or simply abstract method means an unimplemented method. So if you observe here, any implementation is there? No, right? So this method does not contain any implementation. So now abstract class means what? A class which contains at least one abstract method. Method means this and preceding with a keyword abstract. So that is called an abstract class. So if you observe here, this class contains one abstract method and preceding with a keyword abstract. So this is called an abstract class. Now, now the second point. Uh, Coming to concrete method. Concrete method means what? It is opposite to an abstract method. A method which contains a body is called concrete method or implemented method, right? So if you observe here, this method contains body and here implementation is there. Implementation is what? We are placing one print statement inside this method, right? So this is an implemented method. Now coming to next point, an abstract class contains both concrete methods and abstract methods. But the main thing is what? It contains at least one abstract method, right? So it contains one at least one abstract method and it contains both concrete method also. It contains both abstract method and concrete method. So this is called an abstract class. Now coming to the second point. For abstract class, we can't create an object. So for abstract classes, we can't create an object. This is the second point. Now you will understand what is an abstract class, right? Now coming to what is the need of an abstract class. So why we need to use abstract class? We can't create an object and it contains unimplemented methods. Then why we use it? This is the doubt you will get. So abstract classes are using for achieving an abstraction. Abstraction means what? Hiding internal details and showing the required features. So it is the one of the pillar of an OOP. Abstraction is the one of the pillar of an OOPs, right? So in abstraction, what we are doing, hiding the internal details and showing the required features. Now coming to one real time example. Suppose we have an TV. We'll know about TV, right? So in TV, as a user, what is our requirement? If you increase the volume will be increased. So and if you want to decrease the volume will have to decrease. So this is the requirement of user. So internal what the thing is happening, those all these all are uh, out of bound. We don't want to know about the internal implementation. So as a user we need only uh, the volume is increasing or not. That's what we are we want. So here we are achieving that. So how we are achieving those things, how we achieving abstraction, that also I will show while I started coding. So why we need an abstract class for achieving abstraction, we are hiding the implementation. So by using abstract class we are hiding an implementation. uh, the drawbacks I will explain after the coding section, and I explain why what is the drawbacks is there in abstract class. For that, what we done after that, those things also I will explain. So I am opening IDE. So here, at earlier I created one abstract class. So if you observe here, abstract keyword is there, and a class is preceding with an abstract keyword, and it contains public abstract int add method. So now the second point, in second point what we discussed, we can't create an object for an abstract class, right? So if we can't create an object, then how to access the methods which is present in an abstract class? This is the doubt comes. So for accessing the elements which is present in the abstract class, we are extending the uh, abstract class into an child class. So for that child class we can create an object. So this is the abstract class. This abstract class is extending in the child class. Service IMPL is an child class. We are extending this uh, parent class into and child class. So if you observe here, we are extending and override the method. And what we have to do, we have to override the method which is present in the abstract class in the child class. What happens if we don't override the method which is present in abstract class in child class? So if we don't override the method, if we didn't override the method which is present in parent class, then the child class also became an abstract class. So that's why we are overriding the method which is present in abstract class in the child class. If we did not do that, the child class also became an abstract class. So if we observe here we are overriding the abstract class, and I the implementation will give in this part. So in this method I am implementing that uh, parent class method in the child class. Now coming to first.java, this is the main class. So in this main class I created an object. It's not an object actually. Here I am upcasting. You will know about upcasting, I am thinking. So here I am using the service means what? Abstract class. So I am using the reference of an abstract class and creating the object for a child class. Here upcasting is happening. So uh, after creating an object, if you observe here, I calling that add method. So I am started running. If you observe, I run this code, the code run successfully. So if what you have done here, what is the I am not getting any clarity what you actually do here. Now the doubt will come to you. So if you observe here, I am placing the cursor here and pressing F3. So where it will go? It will go to the abstract class. If you observe here, you seen any implementation? No, right? So this is the abstraction. We are hiding the implementation. We are not showing any implementation to the user. Just if you see again, I'm just placing my cursor in add method and pressing F3. If you observe, it will going to add method. So here we are hiding the implementation. So this is what I have to show you. This is what I have to show you. If you observe here, the implementation is hiding. So now you will get an clarity, right? And abstract class contains concrete method. That is also we discussed, right? So I am writing one abstract concrete class, public void hello. I'm sorry. In this I give, I am placing one print statement hello. So if you observe here, I am running again. I have to call that method. So void method, right? I am calling that method. So concrete method also will come. So what we discussed, if we can't or if we did not override the parent class method in child class, then the child class also became an abstract class, right? So I am removing public. If you see here, error showing. So why the error showing here? The parent class method is not overriding in the child class. So the that's why the error coming. So if you observe here, just a minute, cannot reduce the inherited method from the service unresolved compilation problem. So this method, this class also became an abstract. So we have to override. It's compulsory. Okay, right. So abstraction. Now you'll get and clarity about what is an abstract class, abstract method, and how we are achieving abstraction, how to hide the implementation, all these things you will know. I hope you will know. Now coming to what are the drawbacks in abstract class. The first drawback is, so before going to tell about and drawbacks, I have to tell some more points. In abstract class, the method will accept any access modifier except private. Why? Because the private access modifier is used within the class only. So outside the class we can't access that method. So if we declare this method as private, we can't override this method in child class. So that's why private method is not allowed. Already we have seen public method. So now we are seeing protected. If you see protected method also, I am running the code. If you see, it will work. So now I am removing protected. So if we remove protected, the default access modifier is, the access modifier is default. By default access modifier will come. So if we observe here, it will also work. Now private I am using. So it is showing error because we can't override this method because private is accessed within the class only. That's why we can't make an uh, method as private. So I am again changing into public. And second thing, so these abstract methods not a static because static methods can't override in Java. So that's why we can't mm, change make an method as a static. Because why we can't override the static methods? Because static methods belongs to an class. It is initialized at once, while Java once the Java code is executed. So now coming to the drawbacks. The main drawback in abstraction is it will not give 100% abstraction. Why it will not give 100% abstraction? If you observe here, we are using both public abstract methods and concrete methods. So this is the first reason. It will not. This is the first reason. It will not give 100% abstraction. So now the second reason. As we discussed earlier, we can't create an object for an abstract class, right? But we can create. We are able to create an constructor for an abstract class. If you observe here, I am creating one constructor. So in constructor, I'm writing, I'm placing one print statement from con- constructor. Call. I am removing this method, and here also I am removing. So if you observe here, I am removing. So we created constructor, right? Then how to call an constructor from child class? If we want to call an constructor from child class, we have a keyword called super. Sorry, I have to use this inside and method, right? Super. Just a minute. So no need to create an constructor, because if we extend an service, if we extend an super class from child class, by default uh, is super without parameters constructor it will call. A constructor with which does not which without parameters, what is the constructor will have in without parameters, it will call by default. So that's what I am showing. If you observe here, a constructor without parameters by default it will call if we did not call super keyword also. So that's the thing I am showing here. So if you observe here, from constructor it will execute it, right? So these are the main reasons. These are the disadvantage in abstract class. It will not give 100% abstraction. Okay. So for you are telling abstract classes are not giving 100% abstraction. So how to overcome, how we will give 100% abstraction? So for that purpose we have interfaces. So interfaces will be discussed in next video.